Welcome back to our channel, 10 Things You Didn't Know About Yesterday. In today's video, we're diving into a controversial topic, the 10 most controversial Nobel Peace Prize winners in history. The Nobel Peace Prize, founded by Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite, is one of the most prestigious awards in the world. It was designed to honor individuals who work tirelessly for peace, international fraternity, and the reduction of armed conflicts. But as history shows us, not all recipients have lived up to these ideals. Let's take a closer look at the winners who have sparked debates and controversies. 10. Jimmy Carter. In 2002, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his decades of untiring effort to find peaceful solutions to international conflicts, to advance democracy and human rights, and to promote economic and social development. While this sounds commendable, controversies surrounded this decision right from the start. The uproar wasn't necessarily about Carter himself, but about the political undertones accompanying the award. The chairman of the Nobel Peace Prize Committee openly criticized U.S. policies at the time, using Carter's award as a subtle rebuke. Gunnar Stålsett, another committee member, echoed these sentiments, amplifying the political firestorm. This led to heated debates on whether the Nobel Peace Prize should serve as a platform for political messaging. 9. Wangari Maathai. Wangari Maathai, the 2004 Nobel Peace Prize recipient, is celebrated for her environmental and social activism. As the founder of the Green Belt movement, she worked to promote sustainable development and empower women. However, controversy erupted when Maathai made remarks suggesting that HIV was a man-made virus created by white scientists to destroy African populations. Although she later apologized, explaining that her words were misinterpreted, this incident cast a shadow over her legacy. Critics argued that such statements undermined her credibility, while supporters pointed out her courage in addressing environmental and social issues. 8. Al Gore. In 2007, former U.S. Vice President Al Gore shared the Nobel Peace Prize with the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, for raising awareness about climate change. While his documentary An Inconvenient Truth gained widespread acclaim, it also faced criticism. A UK High Court judge identified 9 scientific errors in the film, which led to the requirement of additional guidelines for schools showing it to students. To make matters worse, Gore's personal energy consumption came under scrutiny. In 1 month, his home used over 22,000 kilowatts of electricity, more than twice the average household's annual usage. This hypocrisy fueled debates about his qualification as a Peace Prize winner. 7. Rigoberta Menchú. Rigoberta Menchú, who won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1992, is known for her activism on behalf of indigenous rights in Guatemala. However, her reputation took a hit when discrepancies were discovered in her autobiography, i.e., Rigoberta Menchú. Anthropologist David Stoll revealed that some events described in her book, including personal hardships and family tragedies, were either exaggerated or fabricated. While Menchú defended her narrative as a way to highlight broader injustices faced by indigenous people, critics accused her of using falsehoods to push a political agenda. 6. Henry Kissinger. In 1973, Henry Kissinger received the Nobel Peace Prize for his role in negotiating the Vietnam Peace Accords. Yet his win remains one of the most controversial in the prize's history. Kissinger's involvement in covert bombing campaigns in Cambodia and Laos, as well as his alleged role in Operation Condor, a campaign of political repression in South America, paint a grim picture. Critics argue that these actions contradict the ideals of peace and diplomacy. Some peace activists even questioned the relevance of the Nobel Peace Prize after Kissinger became a laureate. 5. Yitzhak Rabin. Yitzhak Rabin, along with Shimon Peres and Yasser Arafat, won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1994 for efforts to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While Rabin is remembered for his role in the Oslo Accords, his past actions stirred controversy. As a military leader, Rabin ordered the expulsion of Arabs during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War. Later, as defense minister, he led a harsh crackdown during the First Intifada. Critics argue that Rabin's military record conflicts with the principles of peace that the Nobel Prize seeks to honor. 4. Shimon Peres. Shimon Peres, another 1994 laureate, was instrumental in developing Israel's nuclear weapons program. Additionally, he faced backlash for the Quanah massacre in 1996, where Israeli forces shelled a village in Lebanon, killing over 100 civilians and injuring many more. These actions, combined with his political and military decisions, led to ongoing debates about his suitability as a Peace Prize recipient. 3. Yasser Arafat. Arafat, a co-recipient of the 1994 prize, was a divisive figure. While he symbolized Palestinian resistance, many viewed him as a terrorist leader. His involvement in violent uprisings and attacks against Israeli civilians drew harsh criticism. The controversy reached its peak when a Nobel Committee member resigned in protest, describing Arafat as unworthy of the award. 2. Cordell Hull. Cordell Hull won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1945 for his role in establishing the United Nations. However, his legacy is marred by his actions during the Holocaust. Hull advised President Roosevelt to deny entry to the SS St. Louis, a ship carrying Jewish refugees fleeing Nazi persecution. This decision forced the ship to return to Europe, where many passengers were later killed in concentration camps. Hull's actions continue to spark outrage and debate. 1. Menachem Begin. Menachem Begin received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1978 for negotiating the Camp David Accords with Egyptian President Anwar Sadat. However, Begin's past as the leader of the Irgun, a Zionist paramilitary group, drew criticism. The Irgun was responsible for the King David Hotel bombing in 1946, which killed dozens. Begin's dual legacy as a peacemaker and a militant leader highlights the complexities of his Nobel recognition. And there you have it, the 10 most controversial Nobel Peace Prize winners. These stories remind us that even the most prestigious awards can spark debate. What are your thoughts on these recipients? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.